John Colter, The First Mountain Man by Aiden Martin. Born in 1774 in Augusta County, Virginia. Around 1780, Colter and his family moved to Kentucky. Not much else is known about Colter's childhood. Colter joined the Corps of Discovery around October 15, 1803. Colter tended to be wild at times and could be considered one of the problem men. Colter quickly became the best hunter of the group. Colter was assigned to find George Shannon, who was lost. Colter was also very good at interacting with the Native American tribes he encountered. Colter asked to leave the Corps of Discovery near August 6, 1806. Colter continued to travel with the expedition until August 17, 1806. The expedition stopped at a Mandan village near the Missouri River, where Colter met trappers Forrest Hancock and Joseph Dickinson. Colter joined them, and the three men traveled up the Missouri and headed toward Yellowstone country. The partnership between Hancock, Colter, and Dickinson only lasted 6 weeks. Hancock and Colter split from Dickinson, and later they split up as well. After that split, Colter headed toward St. Louis by himself. Near the mouth of the Platte River, Colter found a trading party headed by Manuel Lisa. Colter joined the trading party as a free trapper in 1807. The trading party built Fort Manuel, which is 70 miles south of Bismarck, North Dakota. Manuel Lisa sent out 4 men to explore the surrounding areas in the winter of 1807 to 1808. Colter was assigned to follow the Bighorn River towards Wyoming. In the winter of 1807 to 1808, Colter discovered Yellowstone. He was alone on his travels. Many of the men at Fort Manuel did not believe Colter, and for many years it was known as Colter's Hell. Colter traveled up the Shoshone River and into the surrounding areas. The exact route he took is up for speculation. When Colter was returning, he met around 800 crows and some flatheads. On their way back to the fort, they were attacked by Blackfeet. After the Blackfeet had been repulsed, Colter needed to recover from a leg injury. Once recovered, Colter and John Potts were sent out to trap in the Three Forks area. One morning, when Colter and John were checking traps, they encountered a large group of Blackfeet. Colter cooperated with the Indians while Potts made a vain attempt to escape, shot by an arrow, and died. After being captured by the Indians, Colter was stripped naked and the Blackfeet argued over his fate. It was decided that Colter would have to run for his life while the Blackfeet chased/hunted him. Colter headed toward Jefferson Fork, which is about 6 miles away, barefoot. Colter turned and went towards the river when he encountered a Blackfoot. However, the Indian fell, dropped his spear, broke his hand, and Colter killed him. Colter jumped into the river and hid underneath an old raft and waited until nightfall and then continued. Colter ran for 7 days while facing the elements with nothing to eat. He arrived back at the fort, only have eaten what Lewis and Clark called ground potatoes. There are some inconsistencies in Colter's run story, but it's only small details, and the story is more of a legend than history. In October 1809, Colter met a party of trappers. He joined Pierre Mignard in going to Yellowstone and building a fort in the Three Forks area. After the fort was completed, 2 trappers were killed and 3 were captured by Blackfeet. Colter found his partners dead, returned to the fort, and decided to leave because God had spared him once. Colter returned to St. Louis 6 weeks later, shared some information with William Clark about his travels in Wyoming in the north. He got married to a woman named Sally and had a son, Hiram. Colters made their home in La Charrette near St. Charles, Missouri. They were Daniel Boone's neighbor, and Colter was very much like Daniel Boone. Nathan Boone, Daniel Boone's son, established a sort of frontier police called the Mounted Rangers. In March, Colter signed up for the service and died from an unspecified illness on May 7, 1812. It is also debatable whether Colter died in May of 1812 or November of 1830. He was only 38. Colter's body was sent back to Missouri, and Colter is said to have been buried on a bluff facing the Missouri River close to New Haven.